Oh yeah, that button. Ah yes, a pre-harvested level. Well, anyways, yesterday I decided I was going to harvest a little bit more of the tree farm to turn into charcoal. Oh my. And that was a success. I ended up finishing harvesting the tree farm and started again. That's why we're on level 5. So I guess the charcoal farming continues. And it seems like our spruce did grow. You know, the spruce that we planted last time, during the last live stream. Uh-oh, or at least most of it grew. I was actually wondering whether or not this would even work, putting spruce in this farm. And it seems to work well enough to, you know, try and actually keep it. Of course, I can always switch back to oak if I need guaranteed tree growth. Oh boy, it's thundering outside. Hopefully I don't lose power. Not because it would put my world in danger. I have a universal... No, it's uninterruptible power supply. A thing that allows me to keep playing if the power goes out, at least for a few minutes. More than long enough for me to end the live stream and shut down my computer safely. Though my router is not connected to the uninterruptible power supply, so I guess the live stream would just end when the power goes out. Assuming it does. I doubt it will. It's a very rare occurrence in my neck of the woods. Make sure to pick up all these spruce. Oh no, I've lost 2 subscribers. Oh well, that happens sometimes. Especially when you, really don't upload that many videos for 2 years. In all of 2024 and 2025, I uploaded like 5 main, like big, actually moderately well edited videos. But I'm guessing a lot of people aren't really liking, or at least the ones that are unsubscribing, aren't really into the whole live streaming thing that I've been trying out recently. And by recently, I mean since last October. Oh my, that lightning was rather bright. In real life, obviously, not in Minecraft. Though we do have weather in beta 1.5. So I guess it's possible we could see some snow up on the surface. Because this farm happens to be in a snowy biome. Okay, let's go grab some of these oak saplings that are on the ground. We should only need about a stack and 20 since we got 21 spruce saplings. So yeah, that'll be fine. Oh wait, I already have another stack in my inventory. Must have forgot to put that in the sapling chest on the previous level. Anyways, yesterday I managed to farm charcoal at this farm for about 3 hours. And in that time I harvested 8 levels worth of wood to turn into charcoal. So this is part of the second harvesting that I'm doing in this 12-hour charcoal collecting binge, I guess you could say. Meaning that this live stream is probably hours 6 and 7 of that charcoal collecting binge. I figured since 12 hours of charcoal farming is quite a lot of repetitive singular tasks over and over again, I figured I might as well just not live stream absolutely all of it. Because really that would mean 6 live streams rather than just 3. And I don't think that I can do 6 live streams. Or at least not of this. Not right now, at least. And I also wanted to get all of this project, or at least all of the actual work that I'm doing in it, aka just charcoal farming, done this week. And if I was going to do 6 live streams, I don't think that I can do 6 live streams every day. Or, I mean, 6, 1 per day in a row. So I decided 3 was probably a decent number. You get to see half of the total charcoal collection. And I get to do the other half while, sitting alone in my room, watching YouTube. As long as we don't run into any big issues, we should get done with this particular harvest, the second harvest of this tree farm, by the end of the live stream. So you'll get to see the top 3 levels, which are exposed to the surface, rather than just the same plain underground stone sort of deal. One last stone axe. Hopefully it'll last me the rest of this level. Level 5 of this tree farm. That's entirely way too big. Okay, one last little row. Then we get to plant saplings. Oh no, I just realized I haven't recorded anything. Well, oops. I live streamed it, but I definitely didn't record it. Anyways, I harvested this. Sapling time. All planted. Time to move on to the next level. Only after we toss all of this wood into the furnaces and collect all the amazing charcoal we have made. Oops. I guess we'll toss this spruce wood in instead. So yeah. And we'll toss all this charcoal here. And saplings obviously go here. That's it. Time to move on to level 6. Better make another... Oh no, wait, I still have some sticks. There. Oh boy, we got a branch. Wow, that thunder is definitely getting pretty loud. And that lightning is getting pretty bright. Oh boy, a double branch. Yeah. I'll pick up that one lone log on the ground when I pass by. 'Cause it'll definitely stay there till I pick it up. Same with that one. And of course, without more saplings, this farm does not function. So I gotta pick up at least a little bit. At least 100 saplings. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to break that with my axe. I just got a notification on my phone. Oh yeah, it's just saying that it's gonna rain. I already knew that. I knew that because it is currently raining. Guess I might as well pick up a few more saplings. I can't help it, I just gotta pick up a few more saplings. Otherwise they'll just despawn. Oh wow, that lightning was really close. And what do you know, it's already been 30 minutes. 1/4 of this live stream elapsed. At least I think that's the right word. I guess I got this one now. There is a slight possibility you just heard that thunder. I gotta pick up some more. Okay. I should be pretty okay on saplings. Just try to ignore all those precious saplings just languishing to the point of despawning. Even though they would languish in a chest otherwise. Because ultimately, Minecraft is just a game of making sure you have enough things. Not necessarily all the things, but enough of the things. Even if my concept of enough of the things is, too many. Oh boy, one tree left, then we get to plant saplings. One of the many joys of farming trees. I'm just gonna go in a spiral this time. Because you can't stop me from going in a spiral. Not that I think you would want to. Oh wow, that one already grew. Okay. Time for swapping out charcoal for wood. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Place charcoal in the chest. Oh no, not a torch. Charcoal. Place some of the saplings that I definitely will need in the future into the chest. And then we move on. Hey look, it's snowing. And nighttime. Let's just go up here and look at the snow and the sunset. Oh wow. Oh no, I fell. Well, at least that works. Back up to level 7. That's 3, 4, I think. 5. We were on 6, yeah. 7. Level 7. I guess we need to make a few more axes so we don't run out halfway through. Oh, not that. Let's move that over there. There we go. Ooh, okay. It's almost like this boring and incredibly repetitive task is boring and incredibly repetitive. Oh boy, free sapling. Okay, better go pick up some saplings. Just to make myself feel better. Okay, back to taking down trees the hard way. The easy way is obviously fire, but, then you don't really get any of the reward of taking trees down. Oh boy, 45 minutes has passed since the beginning of this live stream. What adventures could await us in the final hour and 15 minutes? Oh no. I wasted a durability on my axe. How careless of me. Wow, where is all that like coming from? Oh, maybe not that button. Yep, it seems to just be lag from dealing with leaves. What I thought. I think I forgot to upload a post saying that I'll do a live stream today on my YouTube channel. Either that or I'm forgetting that I did one. Oh well. Oh no. My one precious durability. We'll probably be fine on saplings. Even though we're technically 15 short currently, we'll probably pick up 15 while planting. Yeah, I think we might be fine on saplings now. Okay. I think that was there last time. We'll just keep those 3 charcoal separate as to not taint our results. And saplings, yeah. I'll just toss these in here. Oh boy, it's daytime, and we get to see the light, see the sun, see all the cool exterior landscape. Not really though, because we're gonna be inside the whole time. Oh man, it's about to sunset. Guess we're gonna make some more axes. You know what? I totally forgot to do something that I was gonna do. I was going to update to a new version today, but oh well. I'll do that, I guess tomorrow and for the next live stream. I'm pretty much halfway through this live stream anyways. Gotta reposition myself real quick. Okay. There be a sunset over there. Wow, we're 1 hour into this live stream already. And like last live stream, I have a story to tell, but I would prefer if somebody were here to hear it. So if you are here, then maybe leave a message in the chat, just so I can make sure you are definitely here. And if not, I guess I'll wait like 10 more minutes and then I'll tell the story anyways. There's a sheep out there. Oh man. Wow. I sure am definitely collecting a lot of charcoal. Whatever could I use such an enormous amount of burnt wood to create? I can't help it. I have to pick up some of these saplings. It is an obsession. Compulsion? Fortunately one that I can mostly control. Oh boy, the sun's starting to come up. Oh no. Had to move my mic arm just a little bit. Hopefully that didn't come across as particularly loud or annoying. Anyways, 1 hour and 10 minutes into this live stream. I guess it's time to tell the story. Especially since my throat seems to be starting to hurt. Or, yeah, something like that. Well, anyways, like last time, I'm going to tell a tale of, something very bad happening. Something that could have been a lot worse, but nevertheless, was very bad. So, one day, I was at work, doing all the usual things I do, in one particular room, and a coworker decided to walk in, just passing through the room to go do something else. He decides, on a whim, you know what? I'm gonna clean this floor. Now, the floor in that particular room, the one that I usually work in, is made of concrete. So the easiest way to clean it is with some sort of chemical cleaner and water. And then you just sweep it out. Has a large garage door in it. The room does, not the floor. Anyways, so he goes over to where we keep all of our cleaning supplies and all that, and rummages through those a few minutes, trying to figure out what kind of cleaner to use on this concrete floor. Anyways, he comes back with this 2-gallon red container. It's a plastic jug. And apparently it's a cleaner that he found somewhere in all of the cleaning supplies. And he decides he's going to use that. So he opens it up, and my goodness, this stuff smells like the strongest vinegar you have ever smelt before. And I thought, wow, that stuff's probably pretty serious. Because it smelled really strong, just like vinegar, but like really strong, so I figured, that'll probably do well. It'll probably clean the floor pretty well. So, he gets the water hose, a hose that's also just in the room for pretty much just that purpose, to clean it out when it needs to be cleaned. And he sprays a little water on the floor, and he takes that big red jug, and he tips it over and pours it on the floor, or at least a decent amount of it. And sure enough, pretty soon the whole room started to smell like vinegar. Well, another thing about this room is at the entryways, we have these foot pans meant to be stepped in every time you enter or exit said room. Of course, the reason we do that is because, well, the facility as a whole is meant to be a biosecure facility. In other words, we don't really want anything virus-wise or bacteria-wise entering the facility without your knowledge, or really at all. And of course, these foot pans, they have this powder in them. It's a simple powder that, kills anything that's on your shoes. Any kind of viruses or infections or bacteria or whatever. And of course, some of it sticks to the bottom of your shoe, and you end up tracking it throughout the room. Of course, that means that there's a fine dusting of this powder all the way across the room, on the same floor that my coworker was trying to clean. Little did we know, well actually there was a particular area on the floor that was kind of crusty and built up with all of that foot pan powder. So after he poured a little bit out of the cleaner from the big red jug onto the floor, he walks over to that area where it had patched over and built up a little mound of clumped together powder from that foot pan, and he just pours a little bit more from that big red jug onto that clump of powder. Oh boy, that was a bad mistake. Apparently, that giant jug of stuff, that cleaner that he was pouring all over the floor, is a very strong acid. And apparently, that foot pan powder is a very strong base. And if you happen to pay attention in your chemistry class in high school, you know that strong acids and strong bases tend to react to each other. And oh boy, it reacted. The smell in the room, even though it was diluted by a little bit of water, went from a strong vinegar smell to a all of a sudden, you felt like you just couldn't breathe. I felt like I just couldn't breathe. 'Cause your eyes started burning, your nose started burning, your throat started burning, and I realized, oh goodness, we're in a really bad situation. We should not be in here. So, we end up vacating the premise for a while. Fortunately, that room is directly beside the outside. In other words, there's a door out there. We end up leaving, going outside, opening that big garage door, and just letting that room air out. Hey, how are you? I'm in the middle of a story. Would you like me to start over? I will make no comment as to whether or not this is an ARG, but it's definitely something interesting. I just happened to need a bunch of charcoal and I thought I might as well live stream. And I decided to tell some stories, one of which involves accidentally mixing two chemicals that definitely should not be mixed. So, well anyways, back to the story. We let that room air out for a while. And eventually we got it to the point where it was bearable. And we went in and hosed out the floor and made sure none of that horrible concoction we accidentally made was on the floors. Fortunately, neither of us involved in that situation ended up with any noticeable permanent nose, throat, or lung damage from whatever horrible concoction we created. So remember, don't mix chemicals. Even though it was an accident, we know not to pour any of whatever that large red container is onto anything that may resemble a cleaning something or a product for cleaning, I guess would be the more proper way of saying that. Well, anyways, this is my tree farm. It's very, very big. I have 1,000 trees in this tree farm, and I am out of sticks. This tree farm is so big that by the time I finish harvesting it, it's already time for me to reharvest the first level, which is all the way down at bedrock level, and oh, oops, don't take a screenshot. We're all the way up here at Y76, but that goes all the way down. Oh goodness, I need to pick up these saplings. I'm surprised I only got 2. I need more birch saplings. Ooh, spooky cave noise, even though we're ever not in a cave. Well, another thing about the whole cleaning a chemical incident, I'm just glad that things were not way worse than they turned out to be. Like, we seriously could have accidentally made something that just gave us permanent lung damage. Hmm. 35-ish minutes left of this live stream. Hopefully I can get this level done and then the next one. So we can say that we've officially completed harvesting this tree farm twice. Or at least during this round of charcoal creation. Yet another stone pickaxe. I mean, not pickaxe, just axe. Used up. exploit sunrise. This is like my favorite spot in my world to watch sunrises. Well, second favorite spot. My favorite spot is definitely on top of the dome that is above my base. I guess technically my favorite spot around here would be pretty much this spot, but one more level up on the top level. Guess we better go pick up these birch saplings so they don't despawn. Gosh. All these saplings are making some lag. It's all the lighting updates plus all the leaves. Uh-oh. Okay. I was just wondering whether or not my cape was the same. And it is. It is the zombie cape. I forget exactly what it's called. For whatever reason, the Betacraft launcher just sometimes decides, hey, you need to use a different cape. And it just puts you in whatever cape it decides. For a long time I was stuck only using the migrator cape. And now I'm stuck with this cape, which is fine. I like this cape. Hmm. I don't know if I have enough saplings. I better grab some of these. There we go. That should do. Okay, time to plant. We'll start at this end so that we end up in the right spot. keep misclicking. Well, I guess 16 birch saplings is all we get. Okay. Oh yes. Place that there and... Okay. Put all the extra saplings in here. Guess we'll set that there. And put all the charcoal in there. I might have to grab some more. Oh no, I don't have any cobblestone up here. Guess we're going back down to level 7. Oh, this is level 7. Grab a little more of that. Head back up to level 10. Wow, I see the moon. Anyways. Uh-oh, we've got an infinite burning furnace. Those are always fun to play around with. Oh man, there we go. Am I out? No, I am not out of music just yet. Of course not. I've only been live streaming for an hour and 40-ish minutes. I usually don't run out till about an hour 55. That should mean we have just enough time to finish this level. Spruce? What is that doing here? It's almost like I planted spruce saplings in this tree farm. Oh wait, what am I doing? Use the axe on the wood. It works better that way. Okay, let's see if I can get some saplings. Maybe some spruce ones as well. That one didn't even grow. I guess that's the issue with spruce. I don't drop a lot of saplings in these versions. So it's kind of hit or miss whether or not you can get them back without using a little bone meal. Birch are a little better, but not always a guarantee either. Oh my. There is very loud thunder outside my house. Oh boy, more spooky sounds. Oh boy, 15 minutes left. Then I get to go do nothing for the rest of the evening. Oh yeah. It's almost like I've been doing the same repetitive task for, like, 2 hours, just about. I better go look at the sunrise while I'm up here. Go into F1 mode. Oh, a tree hill loaded into the way of it. Oh well. What a majestic setting. And only one Q-tip spruce tree in the way. Well, anyways, back to work. Make sure to pick up any of these saplings. Particularly of the spruce variety. Oh boy. More spruce saplings. Just gonna pick up a few saplings. That tree over there always looked very nice. It's one of my favorite things close by to this tree farm. It seems like an idyllic place to set up a base, and it shall forever remain an idyllic place to set up a base. Oh boy, 10 more trees. Then it's complete, at least for today. You know, after I plant some saplings and, what else? Oh yes, recover and restart the charcoal conversion process. Though I think I'm about to run out of music once this one last song plays through. Oh boy. One last log. Nope, now one last log. There we go. I think I'm gonna plant all of these spruce saplings in a bunch right close to each other rather than a line, because I did not quite get as many as I thought I would by just planting them in a random line. I guess we'll do it over there-ish. Oh well, we can just take our time with this. We'll just plant them around this one that didn't grow. I guess we might as well just go this way some too. There. Make sure we didn't get any more. Guess not. Unless, no. I guess we don't get any more of those. Oh no, it's getting dark. Oh well, that's fine. Just a few more, then we'll be done. I think that's it. Okay. And it starts to snow, and I'm out of music. I'm not too worried about that one furnace that happens to be burning despite not doing anything. I've got like a stack of them in item form at my main base, so yeah. They're cool items, but I really don't need to technically preserve that one. Especially if I have them in item form, which I do. Yeah, whatever. I'll just put that there. Okay, this has been a successful live stream. I will leave the snow and the darkness for another day. Goodbye, good night, and good luck. And I am honored that Ethan Keel thinks that this is another ARG. Now, what are the buttons to end this live stream again?